Hello, everyone. This is another lovely episode of Coaches Making Impact. I am Aneri Bellamy, your coaches counselor and impact leader. And me and Bracha, we just got to have a really good time figuring out how to say each other's names, right? Before the interview started. Um, so you have here Bracha Goetz, and I said it right. Yay, me. And she is definitely a person making impact, not only on the lives of coaches, but on the lives of people in general, and I absolutely love it. It's and she has such a beautiful spirit. We've been chatting a little bit before, and you can definitely feel her energy. So I really appreciate Rocky you being on the line with us and giving us some of your valuable time. How are you today?
Wonderful. So happy to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we're going to go right into our first question, and that is, who are you purposed to serve?
I feel I'm here to serve whoever feels an emptiness within and doesn't know how to fill that emptiness. Um, Many people, especially now, are hungry for more joy in their lives. And that's what I like to help people get a sense of how to bring more joy into their lives this moment.
I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Yes, because I don't know if you agree with this. Feel free to agree or disagree, but I feel like that joy is a mindset thing, right? You have to choose joy. No matter what's happened in your day, no matter what's happened in your life, and I think that's what happens when you encounter. I interviewed another coach, and he told his story about child abuse, right? And how terribly he was abused as a child, yet he is the happiest person
Wow. Amazing.
you will ever meet. So, yeah, so it's so important for someone to teach us how to tap into joy in spite of. So that's such a big calling. So tell me, what is it about your story that made that your purpose?
Um, I I looked like I was a success story in my life. I worked very hard to become to get into Harvard University, and I was a top student there, like an honors student. And then I went on to medical school. I looked like I was a success, but inside I wasn't. Inside I was developing food addictions that were getting worse and worse. And I was doing really bizarre behavior. Actually, I wrote about this all in my memoir, which is Searching for God in the Garbage. It's about how I went searching in the garbage. I was searching for the meaning to life. Basically, I didn't know where to find it. I tried all kinds of things. And I feel that the hunger, the overeating, which was binge eating, all that, and then it was counteracted with crazy dieting. So it was one or the other, crazy dieting or binge eating. And this went on and on until I really finally was able to find out about the purpose to life and finally nourish my soul, which was genuinely hungry. Find out that the addictions were coming from a genuinely hungry soul. Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And I can't wait to get my copy and read that. Just you saying that name reminds me so much of my own story. And I'm sure that there's so many other people who feel the same. And again, even with coaches, we talk about this before the interviews. We spend so much time healing other people. Sometimes we forget to take time to heal ourselves. So that's when lovely people like you come on board, right? And drop those inspiring and encouraging words and opportunities and products for us to purchase and, self-help things to make us a better us so we can be a better person for other people.
Yep, trying. I'm trying. And also, I write children's books because I want children to know from the beginning of life, from the very beginning, what's their purpose? How can they get their souls to shine? If we do it early on, I feel it's like almost engraving on their soul. And then they will have these skills for life about how to be happy, how to be joyful. So I, that's why I particularly love writing books for children on deep topics, but I write them in a very simple way, in a concrete way that even children can understand them. Yes.
Absolutely love it. And our children are in such pain these days. They definitely need that. So now my next question for you is somebody that can't find their joy, somebody that you were purposed to serve crosses your path and it's your one and only opportunity to make an impact on their lives. What do you say to them?
Yes. It's a fantastic question. Thank you so much. Let's say you feel like overeating. Let's say you open the fridge or you open the cupboard, or let's say you're just going through a pie of pizza. You had one slice, two slices, you just keep plowing through the whole box, you know? What can you do? You can pause this podcast right now and write down on a sticky note and put it up on your fridge or put it on the cupboard. Is it my body that's hungry or my soul? This is a really important question that you've probably never asked yourself.
Oh,
Yes, ask this. Is it my body that's hungry or my soul? Because you've had enough. You've had your two slices. You've had enough to eat. Now you're eating to fill your hungry soul, not your body anymore. You can recognize that. Everybody can recognize that. They know when they're overeating. They know they've given their body enough, but they think they're hungry. They are hungry, but it's not their body that's hungry. It's their soul. What can you do? First of all, recognize we're all spiritual beings housed in physical bodies. We came from a world of souls. We're in this lifetime to interact with the physical world and to get joy from it, to get pleasure from it. Like food was made to be pleasurable. An orange, let's take an orange. This orange is beautiful to look at. It becomes the most brightest color when it's ripe. It's calling us to eat it. It becomes bright and beautiful when it's ripe for us to eat. The juiciness stays in this perfectly designed skin in the peel, keeps the juiciness in for months, actually. It's amazing. And it smells good when you open it. Beautiful to look at, and it tastes delicious. So food was designed to be a pleasure. What's the problem is that but we wouldn't overeat like a whole bag of oranges. We don't do that, you know. But the food that was not naturally designed was designed to be addictive. And that stuff filled with sugar and white flour, we just keep eating. We're never getting the nutrition that our bodies really need. It's not nourishing us like the natural food is that was designed to be perfect for our bodies. So what can we do? We can, of course, fill up ourselves with more natural foods, and that will really give us both physical and spiritual. It will uplift our spirits and our bodies. Like when we finish a bag of potato chips, we do not feel uplifted spiritually. It just doesn't fill our soul up like an orange, you know, or an apple. I mean, these things really fill us and make us more joyful. Or we can do something else physically wonderful, gives us pleasure. Turn on music, start dancing, start moving, do yoga, or go outside. Go out into nature, feel a breeze on your face, feel the sunshine. All of these things uplift our soul. And when we're doing it, you will no longer feel like overeating. You're just focusing on a different pleasure, the nature, the music, the movement. All these natural pleasures that were designed for our bodies are designed to move. And I don't know if there's time. I could tell you about even higher levels of pleasure. That was the first level of pleasure is physical. Can I do it quickly? Do you have time?
yes.
Okay. The second level is love, but it's not dependent on any people. You don't sit around and wait for love. You bring into love into your life at any moment by focusing on the virtues of another person. What do you appreciate about somebody else? That's how you can bring love in at any moment. Just, in other words, on every level of pleasure, the the key to moving forward is gratitude. Having gratitude for the wonderful natural pleasures in this world, having gratitude for another being. It could be an animal, it could be a pet, it could be another person. The third level of pleasure is meaning. Do something meaningful. So I was on another podcast, and the guy said he was doing that. He was eating pizza, just going through the whole box of pizza. There was a knock on his door. He opens the door, and his neighbor needs his help. He comes back after helping his neighbor. He said, I no longer wanted the pizza. I felt so great about helping my neighbor. I didn't have to finish the pizza. Now, also, it takes 20 minutes till, you digest and you feel full. So that's good that he took a break. And that also helps. But doing things meaningful, you can call somebody up, someone lonely, especially an elderly person at this time. Call someone up, and if you can't get them on the phone, leave them a message about what you appreciate about them. And you won't feel like overeating. You'll feel so good. You watch how this works. There's two more levels. One is create. The fourth highest level is creativity. When you do a podcast, when you're doing a podcast, you don't feel like eating. You just are filled with creativity and spreading a part of yourself into the world. Or when you're being a coach, that you're tapping low of the universe. And the highest level is when we connect to the oneness, how we're all connected. That's the sense of unity and transcendence that we could get. As every level up of pleasure brings us more connection. Because why do we overeat or do other addictions? We feel alienated, lonely, stressed, bored. These are all feelings of separation. As we connect, that's how we bring joy into our lives, fill our souls, and that's how we overcome addiction and just fill our lives with pleasure. That's the pleasure ladder in short. Yes.
I absolutely love it. And I love your spirit and your passion behind it. So I know without a shadow of a doubt, right, that you have brought joy to someone's day who is listening to this or watching this video, and they're going to want to continue the chat with you. How do they do that?
Oh, the best way to reach me actually is my Amazon author page, where you can meet all of my books in one spot, and or you could find them also in libraries or bookstores, but in one place on my Amazon author page. And there's my contact information too. So please feel free. And I love to hear anybody that resonates with this, because this is not my ideas. I didn't even know if I said that. This is all based on ancient mystical wisdom. So this is from way back. This is from the source of all. So please, I hope this resonates. Thank you.
So much. Now, can you tell them, is your author page your name?
Yes, my name, Bracha Goetz. If you just Google Bracha Goetz and Amazon author, Amazon, you'll find me. Yes, thank you.
Absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for being on this show on today. We really appreciate the love and joy and synergy that you've shared on today. And we look forward to not just in the conversation here, but talking to you again real soon.
Oh, thank you for all you're doing. This is so wonderful. Thank you.